Hey everybody, it's Cory with Utah Dream Properties in Keller Williams. Today we're going to talk to you about moving to Layton, Utah.
Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
Okay, so first things, let's talk a little bit about Layton itself. So where is it located? It's actually, Hill Air Force Base, it's just south of that, and it actually connects to the base, or borders the base, I should say. And it's about 20 minutes from Salt Lake. So that kind of gives you an idea geographically. And then, of course, the way the layout of the land here is, it's long and narrow. So you've got the lake on one side and you've got the mountains on the other. So if you live on the east side, you can live up in the mountain. If you live on the west side, you can live, on the flat land looking up at the mountain. So that's kind of the location. And then some things to do. So Layton is kind of the hub of all kinds of things, right? You can do outdoor activities because you've got the mountains, very accessible, trails, running, hiking, biking, all those kind of things. There is a little bit of shopping in Layton, but you're only about maybe 10 minutes from Farmington, where most people will go to do a big majority of their shopping. There's grocery stores, of course, everywhere, so you don't have to worry about that. One other thing that we'll talk about real quick. So a lot of people come to Utah for skiing, of course. We have the greatest snow on earth. So you're less than 45 minutes from being on the ski hill from just about anywhere in Layton. And there's a couple of different ski hills, Snow Basin, Powder Mountain. Those two are, they pop into the mind because, like I said, you'd be there in 45 or less, and you're skiing down some of the best mountains in North America. And lastly, let's talk a little bit about transportation. So people are moving out of sometimes larger cities or for whatever reason, but they're coming here to Utah, and everybody expects it to be kind of this deserty blank place. Well, it's not that anymore. We've grown and we've got a lot of people here, but they have done some good work as far as getting transportation. So through Layton, 89 is a highway along the mountainside, and then Interstate 15 goes through there also. And then they have a bypass that goes even further west. So it's transportation-wise, you can get around here very easily by your own vehicle. And then they have track system, which is a really award-winning train system here that runs up and down to Salt Lake and various different places. So there are options for transportation, including buses and such. Behind me on the board, as you can probably see, we've got some numbers for you to talk about also. So you can compare this to our latest market update for the whole state or other cities around here, or just call us and we'll help you out, answer questions. Well, let's go through. So these are numbers for Layton for June of 24, so last month. So the median sold price, just under 500,000 at 492. And then we've got the square footage, 2260, and then 4 beds, 3 baths. And remember, these are the medians. Number of days on market is interesting. It's at 36 days. And then numbers sold, so we sold 69 homes in Layton in June of this year. So let's talk about a couple of these as we're a buyer or we're a seller. So first, let's talk about buyers. So buyers are interested in this number right here, of course, because 36 days on market means it's on the market for a little bit longer than what it had been. And we are now at 36 days on market, which is pretty normal, if you will. The market has kind of settled, and it looks like we're settled in on about that 30 or 40 days on market. And it gives a buyer the opportunity to go look at a couple of more places. We've had buyers for our listings that have said, hey, I'm going to think about it for a day or so. So some of those kind of things that you couldn't do before are afforded, an opportunity for a buyer to do currently. And then on the selling side, of course, we didn't do any of how much this has changed, but we've gained value in Utah. So if you buy a house for almost 500,000, which is the median price, in a year from now, if things hold like they did the last several years, you're going to gain value in that property. So, as far as an investment is concerned, that's great. Like I said, for our sellers, if you bought a property and you're going to now sell it, you probably have gained some value, which is a good thing. And then knowing days on market, we got to talk about that, right? So we got to make sure that we're doing the little things. You might have to change some carpeting out, or you might have to do some paint, maybe some front yard work, that kind of stuff to make everything look nice. So we're not just throwing things on the market and stuff is disappearing like it was for a while. So that's a consideration for sellers. And like I said, you can call us. we'll come over, we'll walk through with you and make sure and keep as much money in your pocket as possible, because we don't want you to fix things that don't make sense and are going to be not a good return for your investment. Okay, so today we talked about moving to Layton and some of the aspects of that, and then we talked about some numbers with Layton. So if you guys are looking for anything, we're doing these videos every week. Bree's hard at work behind the camera making this happen. All of our contact information is down below. Please send us questions about different things that you want to hear about as far as real estate's concerned. And obviously, if you want to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to help you. Please come and talk to us.